And yes, I'm using this. And in case you're wondering what this is, well, I'll tell you in a short while. Basically, I think for most people, we know that there are many people out there who are sick, but we probably hope that it won't happen to us. But as we get older, we discover that yeah, it can happen to us, or in some cases, it has happened to us. All right, and it's a very uh, sad situation when something bad happened and you have to be hospitalized, and in most cases, it may be a big financial burden that we are not prepared, to spend. And that can be kind of life-changing. I mean, not only we have this health problem, but we also have this financial problem. So I'm here basically to discuss about prevention. All right. But having said that we can prevent, also if those of us who are already having diseases, how can we help? How can we help those diseases? So without much further ado, if you're here for the first time, my name is Dr. James Ong, and I want to talk about this device. This device, which is linked to this ear clip, is vagus nerve stimulator. And this vagus nerve stimulator is basically to stimulate your vagus nerve. So you may ask, why do we need to stimulate our vagus nerve? Well, what is the vagus nerve? A lot of people probably still, at this point in time, may not know what is the vagus nerve, all right? Let alone the importance of it. All right, so let's go and take a look at what vagus nerve is. It's actually all these nerves in our body, and it actually regulates our autonomic nervous system. All right. And to give you some idea, let me just go through this web.md. And it talks about, on the right-hand side, the vagus nerve provides signals from your brain to your body, regulating your heart rate, your taste, speech, skin sensations, muscle sensations, immune response, respiratory rate, blood pressure, mucus production, saliva production, digestion, frequency of urination, and mood. And if they are not functioning well, look at on the left-hand side. These are the symptoms. You may have one, two, or three combination. All right. You don't know that it's your vagus nerve problem. So the problems would be reflected in the symptoms such as acid reflux, abdominal pain, bloating, lack of a gag reflex, difficulty swallowing, dizziness, fainting, hoarse voice, wheezing, unexplained weight loss, loss of appetite, feeling full after eating very little food, nausea, vomiting, chronic mood issues or disorder, and on the right-hand side, Alzheimer's. Okay, Alzheimer's. So it's a very big uh, organ, actually, the vagus nerve. It's like the software of your body. Your heart is the hardware, your liver, your kidney, but all these hardware cannot perform without the software, isn't it? Just like your computer system. And you need them to be tuned. So what has happened with our software, our vagus nerve? Well, unfortunately, because of poor diet, also there's a lot of pollutants and things that we don't know. Things that we know, of course, which are bad for us in terms of diet, mainly the sugar and the pesticides and all. Yeah, we know those things are bad, but there are some things that we don't know, like vegetable oil. Certain types of vegetable oil are actually poisonous to our body. And then all the fragrances, all the chemicals, from your shampoo to your soap to your detergent to your uh, fabric softener, I don't know, everything, and plastic, So there's a lot of toxins, chemicals entering our body on a daily basis. On a daily basis. So our body is built in such a way that It's able to detox, it's able to heal itself. But because of the alarming amount of toxins that is coming into our body, it's unable to do, what it's supposed to do. It's like surrender. Okay. In order to function properly, we need our cells to be able to function properly. And for the cells to be functioning properly, you need your mitochondria in the cells, right? The mitochondria is like the powerhouse. And if the mitochondria themselves are damaged, that's why we have a term now in the medical field. It's called mitochondria dysfunction. And when your mitochondria is not performing, it's not going to end up well. All right. It's just like if your cell phone, the battery is not working, is it going to work well? Right? It's not going to work well, right? So we need to do something to optimize, to make the mitochondria efficient again and being able to perform and do what it's supposed to do. So this amazing um, vagus nerve stimulator, wow, the benefits are a lot. It's just too much actually, And what I did was I used ChatGPT and DeepSeek because these are the two most popular AI. And ChatGPT is from America, DeepSeek is from China. So I use both. And I asked questions about TAVNS, which is transcutaneous auricular vagus nerve stimulator. This is, by the way, called TAVNS, all right? So I asked the question, can it help diabetes? Can it help kidney? Can it help insomnia? Can it help whatever, right? I asked all these questions. And the amazing result is a staggering yes. And I'll summarize it for you. It's no joke. It's really something that you really, really have to take note of. So ChatGPT says TAVNS can help in dementia, can help in anxiety, can help in autistic and ADHD, can help in stroke, can help in rapid heartbeat tachycardia, Parkinson's disease, hypertension, diabetes type 2, weight loss, insomnia, tinnitus, ringing of the ear, memory, digestive system, immune system, reduces inflammation, and vertigo. So all these questions and the reply came from ChatGPT. So I didn't ask these questions again to DeepSeek. I asked other questions, all right? I asked DeepSeek, can it help the following? Kidney patients? And the answer is yes. All these answers are yeses, all right? Bipolar, liver, arthritis, asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, mitochondria, Alzheimer's disease, diarrhea, eye problems, gout, headache, migraine, problems, erectile dysfunction. Guys, there's hope. Lung problems, mouth ulcers, frozen shoulders, dysmenorrhea, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, dysautonomia, sinusitis, rhinitis, panic disorder, skin problems, spleen, thyroid. Guys, even when you go to your doctor and you ask them any of these diseases, whether they can cure you, what do you think will be the reply? What do you think will be the response? Okay, you take this medication. Okay, maybe you go for this surgery. Okay, and okay, and okay, right? But let's just take let's just take a simple one. Stroke. When someone has stroke, right? It's so hard just to, isn't it? It's so hard. And this is able to help. Wow. It's a big wow, right? If you're a diabetic type 2, the diabetic type 2 doesn't kill you. It's the other problems linked to the diabetic type 2, like glaucoma, or a heart problem or kidney failure, or you get the picture? Because you have diabetes type 2, many problems linked to that disease, and that's the killer. Wow. So when I look at it, ChatGPT and DeepSeek giving us all this summary of how it can help, I'm like, this is just amazing. All right. Now, those of you, of course, you're looking at this for the first time, you may be saying, too good to be true. Well, the thing is this TAVNS is a new technology. It's quite new. So you don't have many clinical research studies or whatever. And that's why I have to rely on AI, because AI cannot lie. It has all the websites in the world and it answers very fast, right? No time to think or lie. You ask a question, poof, it comes out in pages. You know what I mean? So I have to rely on that. And next, later on, I'm going to show you the people who have been using this and how it has helped them. Because there's also a saying, to see is to believe, right? To see is to believe. All right, so that is one function of this wonderful gadget. And there is another function of this gadget. This is an electro-acupuncture device. So you pull this away, all right? I'm not going to pull it away because I'm enjoying it, all right? So, and you attach this one. You attach this one to the machine, and now, wow, you're able to diagnose. You're able to detect what is wrong with not only yourself, but everyone around you if you have this machine. Isn't it amazing? This electroacupuncture is based on acupuncture, which is 3,000 years old. And something that has survived until today for 3,000 years, some say 5,000. It's okay, we're not going to argue with a couple of thousand, right? If something has been around for 3,000 years old, believe you me, it works. Because if it doesn't work, it'll be deleted from this world. They tried to delete it, the pharmaceutical, but they couldn't. Because why? It's just amazing. Okay, it's just amazing. They couldn't delete it also partly because in China, if you go to the hospitals, half of them will be practicing acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, and another half will be allopathic medicine. So they believe in it. All right, they believe in it. And electroacupuncture is using current, small amount of current, safe. All right. And what electroacupuncture does is we have 12 meridians. 12 meridians are energy pathways. And from these 12 meridians, it will branch out into acupuncture points. All right. So these acupuncture points, if they are blocked, there's a problem. If you don't treat the blockage, it gets worse. This is where this amazing thing can impress you, because when you touch on the point, arai, you will feel a sharp sensation. All right. So if you touch on your gallbladder, watch out. There's something wrong with your gallbladder. Maybe you've been taking too much oily food. All right. You touch on your this insomnia point, and you cannot sleep. You know you have this sleeping problem. So if I touch on your hypertension point, because you've been regularly taking your blood pressure, or maybe some of you are already on hypertensive medication. You know what I mean? So it's able to confirm what you know. Then you believe in it, right? 100%. 100%. But it's also able to tell you what you don't know. People have been saying that heart is a silent killer. Do you agree with me? Heart is the number one leading cause of death, and it's a silent killer. You don't know you have a blockage unless you go for what? CT scan, angiogram, but Not many people do that. All right. And that's why when they get angry or they get excited or whatever, oh, because the blockage is already there. They didn't know. But this thing, when you touch on the hard point, if there is a blockage, guarantee you will jump. By the way, we have level 1 to level 15. And I'm only talking about level 2, maybe very low. That means very low current. And if I touch on your heart, if you have a heart blockage, you are going to jump. Now, what can you do? Good thing is this. Every point that you have a problem, whether it's your liver or your prostate or your heart or any organ that has a problem, you can also switch the machine to relief. From detect, you switch to relief, and then you go back on these points plus many other points that they suggest to you, because acupuncture is holistic. If you have a problem with the heart, you don't just unblock the heart, it's going to come back. You need to go to the root of the problem. So it's probably other organs that has problem that cause the blockage in your heart. Just like the example I talk about the diabetic type 2, it's not the diabetic type 2 that kills you, it's the other things that kills you because you have the diabetes type 2. Are you with me? All right. So it's not in isolation, it's holistic. And that's why acupuncture is, or traditional Chinese medicine is so effective, because it goes to the root of the problem. Amazing. So one machine can do vagus nerve stimulation. One same machine can also diagnose and also treat you. Wow. Guys, value for money. Cheaper than your cell phone. Smaller than your cell phone. But it can save your life. Your cell phone is not good for you. It drains your energy. Do you know that? This one suck your life. This one and this charges your life back. Recharge. Guys, if you don't recharge this every night, can you use it the next day? So don't you think you owe it to yourself to recharge your cells? What is the meaning of cells? Battery, right? Okay, we are made of energy. So do something for yourself. And right from the very beginning, as I said, don't think that whatever diseases that your friends, loved ones, neighbors, they had heart attack, they had stroke, they had this, they had that. Don't think, I'm not cursing you. Don't think for a moment that it will not happen to us. Don't wait until then. Do something to prevent. Okay? So, guys, I know as far as the acupuncture, some people like to see the science. I do have the science behind it. So, scientifically, for acupuncture, look at this. Electroacupuncture promotes what? Central nervous system dependent to release mesenchymal stem cells. This is from Stem Cells Journal, very credible, right? It's saying that electroacupuncture, you use it, it can release mesenchymal stem cells. Guys, there are many types of stem cells, all right? People use for treatment. You have the embryonic stem cells. That means they take from the placenta of unborn babies and then they, they process it and they give it to you. Or they can use the pluripotent stem cells. Some they even use the animal stem cells and they give you to eat. Some they use the plant stem cells, but the best one is your own stem cells, which is what? Mesenchymal stem cells, all right? So people go to Korea, people go to some countries which are very popular for stem cells therapy. but they cost a lot of money. These places will take out from your fat because your fat contains a lot of MSC, mesenchymal stem cells, and then they will extract, right, the stem cells from the toxins, throw away. And these stem cells, they will put it in refrigerated condition, negative, I don't know, whatever, right? And then they'll ask you to come back, or they will inject on you 3, 4, 5 times on your injured organ. That is stem cells therapy. Expensive. I'm not saying it's not good. People live until, like, healthy and old. If you have that kind of money to burn, fine. All right. But otherwise, just using this, your stem cells. Okay. Look, I'm not the one saying it. This is from Stem Cells Journal. So what does stem cells do? It can repair and replace your damaged cells. Scientific? Absolutely. Let's take a look at another document. This one is from Nature. And if you have a doctor friend and you ask them about nature.com, they will tell you it's very credible. Doctors read Nature publisher, right, for all their researchers and everything. And it's highly, highly recommended among doctors. And guess what? It says here in Nature, and this was in 2021, electroacupuncture activates neurons to switch off inflammation. Almost all diseases are caused by inflammation because we have too much toxins in our body that enters every day or on a regular basis. Our body is highly, highly inflamed. And then when this inflammation is prolonged, chronic inflammation, we get diseases. And in some bad cases, because of the inflammation, our pH balance is no longer 7.35 to 7.45. Our pH balance becomes less than pH 7, which is acidic. And when that happens, tumor starts to form. And then it becomes malignant. Wow. Guys, so if you want to reverse that, like I said, your mitochondria, your cells, you need to work on that. If you don't work on your cells, it's going to be very hard for you to, go in the right direction. Okay? So there is hope. There is hope. So this is a science. And if you want to see another couple of documents, one is from PubMed. Acupuncture enhances generation of nitric oxide. And we know this is good because that improves your circulation. And the other one, acupuncture and its ability to restore and maintain immune homeostasis. Okay, in fact, the second part of this document, if you notice the blue one right at the bottom, there is this talk about Treg, Treg, and this is what Treg is able to kill all the viruses and cancer cells. Can you imagine? That's what the 2025 Nobel Prize winner has been awarded the Nobel Prize for the research in Treg. Google it. ChatGPT, you'll find out. So our machine can do the same thing. All right. It's able to release and promote the Treg in your cells. And that's how it can fight the autoimmune system problem. It's just so amazing. Okay. So guys, this device, it has scientific basis. And this device, even ChatGPT and DeepSeek agrees to so many problems that it can help. Now, I want to impress you. This is a medical device. Yes, it's a medical device, right? This is a medical device. And this is the company from Taiwan, not China. This company and technology is from Taiwan in Taichung. They have 3 factories since 1999. It's not new, guys. It's 1999. And they have a medical device from Taiwan. I want you to understand that products that you buy from Alibaba, or all the China products that, we get it from Taobao and so many other websites. And If they are selling you a gadget, ask, is it a medical device? Because to be a medical device, the test is more stringent. You need a clinical trial and you need doctors and you need hospital to chop, and then send to the FDA. It goes back and forth. It takes time. It costs money. But when it gets approved, it's good, right? It's good because they have been tested. So in Taiwan, it's a medical device. In China, it's a medical device. By the way, just to let you know, the Taiwan manufacturer recently has signed up with Sinopharm. Sinopharm is the one who produces Sinovac, the vaccine. So it's big, it's huge. I think it's the biggest. And they are now also selling this in all the hospitals and whatever. And they are selling it at 800 over dollars. They're selling more expensive than us in China. Okay, just to tell you. Amazing. And we also have the US FDA. Took us 6.5 years to get it and 2 million US dollars. We also have a medical device in Korea, medical device in Japan, ISO 13485. This ISO is for medical devices, if you look at it, because there are many types of ISO, and this from UK, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Russia, Australia, Germany. Guys, scientific, we have, as I've shown you, a few. Medical device, scientific also, endorsement, certification, right? ChatGPT, DeepSeek, yes. Now, to see is to believe. Let me just briefly touch on the testimony, all right? And that's why I show you the testimony last, because most people will show you first, but I will show you last because I want to go on the science first. So this is our website, buydirect.vip. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll be able to see Aculife testimonies. And then, guys, everything is just amazing. Look at the testimonies here. I won't play every one of them because it's just too many. It's too many. Look at it. Leukemia. Wow. Leukemia. Guys, leukemia. Can you imagine? Healed, she's completely healed. Sciatica. A lot of people are having this problem: pain, prostate, stroke, gout, insomnia, prostate enlargement, avoided potential stroke, carpal tunnel syndrome, another stroke patient, and another stroke. But I don't want to keep repeating, so I only limit to a few stroke. But it works so well for stroke patients. Liver cancer, liver function test and cancer marker. The liver function test came down to normal. Breast cancer stage 4, prostate cancer, cancer patient with unbearable pain and tinnitus, glaucoma, cataract, chronic kidney disease stage 3, successful pregnancy, uterine fibroids, can walk properly, tonsillitis, Parkinson disease, trigger finger, cataract, sense of smell, herniated disc, neuropathy, and bipolar, and blah, blah, blah. Guys, please ask from the person who has invited you today, and please go check it out. All right, listen from these people. It's really, really amazing. It's really worth it. Okay, now this is, as I told you, there's a lot of stroke patients, and I'm just gonna play you one because I happen to know this guy after this meeting. So this meeting I wasn't there, and they just did the ear clips on him, and he's a stroke patient. And stroke patient, their arm and everything is like that. It's so hard for them to stretch. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at this one.
Tawid mo. Huwag mong hilahin. Tawid mo lang. Tawid mo ganun, no?
I'll just fast forward a bit.
Yan.
So, mas marami matutulungan ito. Diba? Mas ano siya. Diba?
Emuwag siya.
Diba? Diba yan, Bakit na? Thank you, Lord, for your healing. Thank you for your healing, Lord God, to come upon him. Salamat, Lord. At kayo po ang mag-heal para masabi niyo po yung good news.
Wow.
Di ba? That's the gospel.
Oh, no, unti-unti natutuwid na niyo. Kanina, hindi talaga na ano yan. Ayan, no? Ayan, ay! Wala! May tuwid niya! Grabe! Oh, sir! Okay na, sir! Dito, ba't ka umiyak?
These are tears of joy. No matter how many times I watch it, it's just so amazing. It just makes me smile, all right? But most importantly, the guy who had a stroke, it has helped him tremendously. Now he can, he can go all the way. It's nice. All right, so moving on, guys, moving on. And just a disclaimer, three types of people who cannot use this device. One is children below 3 years old. Second is pregnant women. Third, and most important, is people with a pacemaker or electronic device in their body. Do not use, because this is electronic as well. All right. Other than that, no issues. Titanium, plates, stand, whatever, no problem. Okay. So, guys, moving on. Moving on. Well, I will move on to this one. This is the amazing socks. All right. Now, this is a bioenergy socks that contains far-infrared as well as negative ion. Far-infrared and negative ion are known to improve your blood circulation. And the moment this one is touching your body, wow, immediately your blood circulation will improve. All right. So let me just show you. By the way, this some other companies may have their compression socks, but usually you'll see beads outside. And unfortunately, the more you wash them, it will just wear off, all right? But ours is made of graphene, and this graphene is strong. Graphene is 200 to 300 times stronger than steel. And it's not outside, it's infused in this material. So the FIR and negative ion is inside the material itself. So that's why it's light, it's amazing, and it's really effective. Just to show you how effective, let me just share a couple of videos, because if you're like gasping for air, you don't have energy, breathing problem, this is something great. Just watch.
Okay, stop. Oh, power. Tami. Gang, i-video na ako siya, gang. Okay, Mommy, how do you feel?
Amazing.
Wow.
My. Praise the Father. I give all the glory, praises, and thanksgiving to our Almighty Father. Because of these socks, I was able to climb the stairs without holding the heels.
Yes, Mommy. Amazing, no?
I know her personally. That's why I'm so happy for her. All right. So people with circulatory problem also have this edema and swollen feet. Look at this one. I've known her to have suffered for 2 months, and I cannot take it anymore. I forced her to buy from me 3 pairs, and this is what happened within just a few days. Amazing, no? Amazing. And I guess the one that impresses me the most is the one from US, Utah, where this lady had fibromyalgia. And those of you who don't know, this fibromyalgia is very painful. The whole body, is pain. And I'll just play a little bit of it and just show you, all right, so that you can appreciate what happened just by wearing the socks. Imagine she had the fibromyalgia for years, and just wearing it for 5 hours, it's like she never had the disease. Amazing. Okay, I'm really impressed. Hello, Kathy, and hello, Deanne.
Hi. Hello.
All right. So Yeah, I mean, before you use the eye wave socks, which is this one,
Mm-hmm.
you have a condition called fibromyalgia. And can you
Yes.
describe a little bit about the discomfort, pain that you went through with that?
Yes. I have been in so much pain for so many years. I had a lot of feet issues, a lot of feet pain I wasn't able to wear just any kind of shoes. My
Wow.
shoes had to be special, and it was hard to walk. I've had, they've taken out nerves out of my feet, because of the pain that I couldn't take it.
Mhm.
And then I started having, and I went to a doctor and they didn't know what it was, but I was also having very sensitive skin. Like I couldn't have nothing touch me. Like I couldn't let the air touch me. I couldn't let the covers rub against me. I couldn't let nothing. I put these socks on, and within 5 hours, everything was gone. I
Wow.
had no pain. I didn't have the sensitive skin. I had nothing. I wore those socks for, I can say, day and night for probably 3 to 4 days. And then I started giving myself a break. And I have no pain whatsoever. None.
It's like it never existed. It's just,
It's gone.
well, to see is to believe. That's why, yeah, where you can get all this, well, again, uh, the link tree I show you, all right, you can get it and you can go watch yourself because to see is to believe. And this one here, I wave testimonies. You click on it and there's loads of them. And most of them were interviewed by me. So look at the number of testimonies. So many. It's just so amazing, right? So all these are very short, but these are the people from all over the world who've been using our socks and it works, right? So there you go. And now lastly, I want to introduce this one, which is a machine that you can use on a daily basis because what this machine does is it will make your blood pH normal. Then you may ask, why isn't my blood pH normal? Well, the thing is, when we have toxins, right, our body is inflamed, and the inflammation will cause our pH to go down. And in that scenario, it will become acidic. And when it becomes acidic, that's where tumor starts to form. Okay. Now, where is the science that tell us about that? Well, let me now go back to the PowerPoint and basically from my research, this is what I have found. All right. And the disclaimer is also the same. People who are pregnant, children less than 3 years old, people with pacemaker and electronic device implanted in their body do not use. Okay. Other than that, even with stent or titanium, no problem. You can use. Now, this is a medical device, guys. This is a medical device from Taiwan, the same manufacturer. That's why the name is the same. This one is Aculife I Doc. This one is Aculife D178. All right. And this is in the box. And when you put it together, two people can enjoy at the same time. And the one that you just saw, the blue thing, you put your feet on it, and the extended mat, you can see the wire, and the lady is sitting on it. So two people can enjoy. And what happens here when you use this machine is negative ion runs through your entire body, negative ion. How do you prove that there is negative ion? Let me share with you. I think a couple of slides away. Yeah, this one here. The tissue paper you can watch is going to stand because of the negative ion in your body.
That's strong. Oh, that's strong. Oh, wow.
You got it on video?
Yeah.
Oh, see.
The current is really current, huh?
Amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. Holding hands tayo, Miss Neng.
Okay. Now, Dr. Otto Heinrich Warburg. He is a 1931 Nobel Prize winner. 1931, black and white. And he won the Nobel Prize for his research on the root cause of cancer. And he won the Nobel Prize for medicine. All right. The root cause of cancer, according to him, highlighted cancerous tissues are acidic, whereas healthy tissues are alkaline. 2 paragraphs down, all normal cells have an absolute requirement for oxygen, but cancer cells can live without oxygen, a rule without exception. What happens? When your pH balance, mild alkaline, 7.35 to 7.45, you have the most highest saturation of oxygen in your body. No cancer, no tumor. All right. But the moment the pH goes down, it becomes acidic, tumor starts to form. All right. And tumor is actually it's a good thing, the tumor, because it's like a placenta, it's concealing, from spreading to other parts of your body. But then in the medical term, they can dispute. They do a biopsy. When they do a biopsy, they open it or they scratch it or then spread. Right. So anyway, yeah, I don't believe in biopsy, by the way. So anyway, of course they will believe and who am I, right? Anyway, just to tell you. So if you want to shrink the tumor or get rid of the cancer, what do? Make your blood pH normal. 7.35 to 7.45. No cancer, no tumor. I have to be very careful when I say these things because why? The FDAs of the world don't like any machine that can cure cancer. Is there any machine in the world that is registered with FDA making a claim that it can cure cancer? They will never approve you. Are you with me? I don't work for the Taiwan company. I am just a normal member. I don't work for them. So if I work for them, I cannot make that claim. Dangerous. Their license in Taiwan will be right. You know what I mean? But I am just a member distributing this globally. I can interview people and they can say what happened when they use the machine. Am I right? Okay. So if you want to see the testimonies, well, there are, all right. And it's also related to tumor, cancer, and all that. Let me just show you where to get them. I'm very transparent here so that you can do your own research, be comfortable, and that way you can make a better choice, right? So here, going back to our Buy Direct website, okay, going to the second one, Aculife I Doc, and the first part is all about the, I Doc, and then the second part here, you see, introducing D178, right? So we have also testimonies on D178. So this guy, this gentleman from Ghana, if you watch this, and the brain tumor was reduced, and his own prostate problem, the PSA level dropped and became normal. Amazing. And then this one is a liver cancer story from Capiz in Rojas City in the Philippines. And then this one is my good friend's father who had a tumor in the kidney and he was peeing blood and then lost appetite, didn't want to walk. And after just using this for 1 week, everything is back to normal until today. Until today. And he's been going back and forth to Cebu because he's from Cebu. And Yeah, famous family. They are very, a distinguished family, right? And he came out and talked about the father. Amazing, right? Because his wife is, for those of you in the Philippines, you probably have heard of Filipino cultura. Am I right? Filipino cultura, SM, Filipino cultura. Okay, so guys, it works. It's just whether you want to try it. All right. I mean, I know for people who have the big C, they go, they when they do chemotherapy, I feel for them because what are the chances of success of chemotherapy? If you Google and you can find out, is when you do chemotherapy, it kills everything. It destroys everything. It's a lot of side effects. You know what I mean, right? So I I I wish that people will just use this, try it. No harm. Chemo is gonna cost more than this, many, many times more, or immunotherapy or radiotherapy or whatever, right? Now, another thing also is that if you are not sick, can you use it? Like I am 61, I'm not on any medication. I use this. Why? Because I still go out there to the mall and I still eat the vegetable oil that they cook. I still eat the vegetable with pesticides that they cook. Are you with me? I still go to Starbucks. I still have the sugar. I still go for my cheesecake. I still go for all these things which are not so good, moderately, but not so good. So toxins are still entering my body, right? So shouldn't I protect myself? Yeah, the negative ion will protect me. Because if you know and understand negative ion, it actually gets rid of free radicals. And the free radicals are the ones which are positively charged. So the negatively charged with the positively charged, it drops. It gets flushed out, detox. Okay, so I don't want to sound like a salesman. I just give you the information. You can research more, find out more, and yeah, let's help yourself. And hopefully, once you're convinced, you can also help others around you. All right, this is a natural way, and it really, really works. So thank you so much for being here today, and yeah, the recorded version will be shared out within a few minutes when I receive everything from Zoom. And just to make a quick announcement, this Thursday, there is no training this Thursday because I'm going to China and be traveling around. So everything will resume back to normal. So next week, it will be back to Tuesday and Thursday. All right. So thank you, everybody, and God bless all of you and stay healthy and help someone. Goodbye from